Retirement is often described as the end of a long journey, but in truth, it is the beginning of a brand new chapter. For decades you worked, sacrificed, provided, and persevered. You showed up when you were tired, pushed forward when life was difficult, and stayed strong when challenges seemed overwhelming. You gave your time, your energy, and your heart to building a life, a family, a career, and a legacy. Now, the structure that once guided your days may feel gone, replaced with long hours of quiet and uncertainty. And in those quiet moments, many seniors begin to ask a powerful question: what now? For some, retirement feels like freedom. For others, it feels like loss. The routine disappears. The sense of purpose can fade. The world that once depended on you suddenly seems to move forward without noticing your absence. You may feel invisible. You may feel forgotten. You may even feel unsure of your value. But let this truth settle deeply within you. Your life is not over. Your purpose has not expired. Your greatest contributions may still lie ahead. The story society often tells seniors is deeply flawed. It suggests that your best years are behind you, that your role is now to rest, stay quiet, and step aside. But history tells a very different story. Some of the greatest achievements, inventions, books, businesses, and life transformations have been created after the age of 60, 70, and even 80. Age is not a limitation. It is a reservoir of wisdom, resilience, experience, and insight that younger generations have not yet earned. You have lived through triumphs and tragedies. You have survived heartbreak, failure, loss, disappointment, and doubt. You have endured wars, recessions, personal struggles, and emotional storms. Each of these experiences shaped you, strengthened you, and taught you lessons that cannot be learned from textbooks or classrooms. This lifetime of experience is your superpower. It gives you perspective, patience, emotional intelligence, and the ability to handle adversity with grace. Reinvention after retirement does not require extraordinary talent, massive resources, or perfect health. It requires courage. It requires the willingness to believe that your life still holds meaning. It requires the decision to step forward instead of shrinking back. And most importantly, it requires hope. Hope is the quiet belief that tomorrow can be better than today. It is the voice inside that whispers, "There is still more for me." It is the spark that reignites curiosity, ambition, and joy. Without hope, life becomes survival. With hope, life becomes adventure. Many seniors struggle with feelings of loneliness. Children grow busy. Friends pass away or move. Social circles shrink. The house becomes quieter. Days become longer, and silence can feel heavy. But loneliness does not mean you are alone in the world. Millions of seniors across the country share these same emotions, longing for connection, purpose, and belonging. And this means there are endless opportunities to build new friendships, discover new communities, and create meaningful bonds. Reinvention often begins with a single question: what makes me feel alive? Not what made you successful, not what paid the bills, not what impressed others, but what truly lights up your spirit. Was it painting, writing, gardening, cooking, teaching, mentoring, building, singing, helping, volunteering, traveling, learning, or storytelling? Beneath years of responsibility and routine, your passions may have been buried, but they were never erased. Now is the time to rediscover them. Imagine waking up each morning with excitement instead of emptiness. Imagine having a reason to get out of bed that fills you with anticipation rather than obligation. Imagine knowing that your day holds purpose, connection, and meaning. This is not a fantasy. It is a reality available to anyone willing to step beyond fear and comfort. Fear is natural. Fear of failure, fear of embarrassment, fear of being judged, fear of starting over. But consider this: you have already survived your hardest days. You have endured moments that once felt impossible. Compared to those battles, learning something new or trying something different is a small step. The only true failure is allowing fear to steal the life that still belongs to you. Reinvention does not mean becoming someone else. It means becoming more of who you already are. It means peeling back the layers of stress, obligation, and expectation, and rediscovering your authentic self. It means allowing yourself to dream again, without limits imposed by age or circumstance. Every single day offers an opportunity for growth. The brain remains capable of learning, The heart remains capable of loving. The soul remains capable of expanding. Science shows that lifelong learning strengthens memory, improves emotional health, and reduces the risk of cognitive decline. But beyond science, learning simply makes life richer. It brings color to routine, excitement to ordinary moments, and pride in personal achievement. You are never too old to learn a new skill. You are never too old to make a new friend. You are never too old to change direction. You are never too old to find love, purpose, and fulfillment. Perhaps you have dreams that were postponed because of responsibility. Maybe you wanted to travel but couldn't. Maybe you wanted to write but never had time. Maybe you dreamed of starting a small business, teaching others, or creating something meaningful. Retirement gives you the gift of time. And time, when used wisely, becomes the most powerful resource you possess. Yet time can also become a trap if it is wasted in regret, worry, and comparison. Dwelling on missed opportunities or past mistakes only steals joy from the present. You cannot rewrite yesterday, but you can shape tomorrow. And tomorrow begins with the choices you make today. Each morning you are given a fresh start, a blank page, a new chance. The question is not how old you are. The question is how alive you choose to be. There is extraordinary beauty in the later chapters of life. There is freedom from the pressures of youth. There is clarity that comes only with experience. There is a deeper appreciation for small joys, a quiet sunrise, a warm cup of coffee, a kind conversation, a peaceful walk, a heartfelt laugh. These moments become precious because you understand their value. Reinvention often begins with small steps: a short walk, a phone call, a class, a volunteer shift, a journal entry, a new recipe, a community group, a simple conversation. These small actions, repeated daily, create momentum. Momentum builds confidence, confidence builds courage, and courage opens doors. The journey from retirement to reinvention is not about achieving greatness in the eyes of the world. It is about creating a life that feels meaningful to you, a life that aligns with your values, your passions, and your heart, a life that leaves you feeling fulfilled at the end of each day. You still have stories to tell, wisdom to share, love to give, lessons to pass on. The world does not need you to disappear. It needs your voice, your guidance, and your presence. Some of the most impactful roles seniors can embrace are mentoring and teaching. Younger generations desperately need guidance, perspective, and encouragement. They face pressures and uncertainties that can feel overwhelming. Your life experience offers them a compass. Through conversation, support, and mentorship, you can shape lives, build confidence, and create ripples of positive change that extend far beyond yourself. There is also immense healing in helping others. When you contribute to the well-being of someone else, your own sense of purpose deepens. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, remind you that you matter, that your presence makes a difference, and that your life continues to hold significance. At the same time, reinvention means learning to care for yourself with compassion. Your body has carried you through decades of life. It deserves patience, respect, and care. Gentle movement, nourishing food, restful sleep, and positive mental habits all contribute to vitality and emotional balance. Self-care is not selfish. It is essential. Mental health is equally important. Many seniors silently struggle with anxiety, sadness, and depression. These feelings are valid and deserve attention. Talking to others, joining support groups, practicing gratitude, and staying mentally active can significantly improve emotional well-being. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve fulfillment. There is something deeply powerful about choosing to begin again, about standing at the edge of a new chapter and deciding to write something beautiful. The courage to reinvent yourself sends a powerful message, not only to others, but to your own soul. It says, "I am still here. I still matter. My life still has meaning." Every sunrise offers a fresh invitation to live fully. Every breath reminds you that you are alive for a reason. Your purpose is not tied to your job title, paycheck, or productivity. Your purpose is tied to your humanity, your compassion, your wisdom, and your ability to love. As you move forward, allow yourself to dream without limits. Allow curiosity to guide you. Allow hope to anchor you. And allow courage to lead you into new possibilities. Your story is far from finished. In fact, it may just be beginning. This chapter of life holds extraordinary potential. It holds freedom, discovery, connection, growth, and deep fulfillment, and it belongs entirely to you. The path forward begins not with giant leaps, but with gentle, steady steps. Reinvention does not demand perfection. It asks only for presence, intention, and persistence. Every small action you take sends a message to your mind and heart that you are choosing life, growth, and hope. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is to create a daily rhythm that brings structure and meaning to your days. Without the framework of a career, time can feel endless, and days can blur together. But when you design your day with purpose, life begins to feel full again. Simple routines such as morning walks, reading, journaling, stretching, or mindful breathing can transform your mental and emotional well-being. These small rituals anchor you, giving you stability while allowing space for exploration and joy. Movement plays a vital role in reinvention. You do not need intense workouts or athletic goals. Gentle exercise such as walking, swimming, stretching, yoga, or light strength training can dramatically improve energy, mood, balance, and overall health. Movement keeps the body alive and the spirit lifted. Each step forward is a declaration that you choose vitality over stagnation, hope over resignation. Equally important is mental stimulation. The brain thrives on challenge and curiosity. Learning something new, no matter how simple, keeps the mind sharp and engaged. This could mean taking an online class, learning a new language, playing an instrument, solving puzzles, reading widely, or exploring technology. Each new skill builds confidence and strengthens cognitive health. Learning reminds you that growth does not have an expiration date. Many seniors find renewed purpose through creative expression. Art, writing, music, photography, cooking, woodworking, and crafting allow emotions, memories, and ideas to flow freely. Creativity heals. It provides an outlet for reflection and storytelling. It allows you to transform experiences into beauty. Even if you have never considered yourself creative, now is the perfect time to experiment. Creativity is not about talent. It is about expression. Connection is another essential pillar of reinvention. Human beings are wired for relationship. Isolation slowly drains energy, while connection restores it. Reaching out to others may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if loneliness has built walls around your heart. But those walls can be gently dismantled through small acts of openness. Joining community groups, attending local events, volunteering, participating in faith communities, or simply striking up conversations can lead to meaningful relationships. Friendship in later life carries a unique depth. It is built on shared understanding, empathy, and life experience. These connections provide emotional support, laughter, companionship, and belonging. They remind you that you are not walking this path alone. Volunteering is one of the most powerful ways to rediscover purpose. Giving your time and energy to help others fills a space that retirement can leave behind. Whether it is mentoring youth, assisting in schools, helping at food banks, supporting hospitals, caring for animals, or serving in community organizations, volunteering creates meaning. It reminds you that your presence matters. It allows you to contribute, connect, and impact lives. When you help someone else, something profound happens within you. Gratitude grows, perspective deepens, joy expands. You begin to see your own struggles in a new light. Service does not drain you, it nourishes you. Many seniors also find fulfillment through sharing their life stories. Your experiences hold wisdom that can guide and inspire others. Writing memoirs, recording family histories, creating photo albums, or sharing stories with grandchildren and community members preserves your legacy. These stories become bridges between generations. They teach resilience, courage, love, and perseverance. They ensure that your journey continues to shape lives long after today. Financial concerns can sometimes cast a shadow over retirement. Worry about savings, healthcare, and long-term security can create anxiety. While these concerns are real, they do not have to dominate your emotional landscape. Seeking guidance, creating realistic budgets, exploring part-time work or consulting opportunities, and focusing on gratitude for what you do have can restore peace of mind. Many retirees find joy and purpose in small entrepreneurial ventures or flexible work that aligns with their passions. Reinvention is not about chasing wealth or status. It is about aligning your life with your values. It is about creating days that feel meaningful rather than empty. It is about nurturing your emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. Let go of the idea that your worth is tied to productivity. You are valuable because you exist. You matter because you breathe. You are important because you carry a lifetime of experience, insight, and compassion. Productivity can enhance life, but it does not define it. One of the greatest challenges seniors face is regret. Regret over choices made, paths not taken, relationships lost, or opportunities missed. These feelings can weigh heavily on the heart, but regret does not have to define your future. Every life includes mistakes and detours. They are not signs of failure. They are evidence of courage, risk, and growth. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing. Forgive yourself for what you did not know then. Forgive others for their imperfections. Release old grudges that no longer serve you. Forgiveness does not erase the past, but it frees the future. It lightens the emotional burden you carry and opens space for peace. Gratitude transforms perspective. When you intentionally focus on what remains instead of what is lost, life shifts. A grateful heart finds beauty in simple moments. It discovers joy in ordinary days. It recognizes blessings that once went unnoticed. Gratitude does not deny pain. It simply chooses to honor hope. Spiritual growth often becomes deeper in later life. Questions of meaning, purpose, and legacy take on greater significance. Whether through faith, meditation, nature, or personal reflection, nurturing your spiritual life can bring profound comfort and clarity. It reminds you that your existence is part of something larger, something enduring. Reinvention also means learning to rest without guilt. For years, rest may have felt like luxury. Now, it becomes necessity. Rest renews energy, strengthens the immune system, and supports emotional health. Allow yourself moments of stillness, silence, reflection, peace. These moments are not wasted. They are restorative. Change can feel intimidating, especially when life has been predictable for so long. But change also brings possibility. Each new experience introduces you to parts of yourself you may have forgotten. Curiosity becomes your compass. Let it lead you to unexpected joys. Perhaps you will discover a love for gardening, nurturing life from soil. Perhaps you will find fulfillment in teaching literacy, helping someone learn to read. Perhaps you will uncover a passion for painting, capturing emotion through color. Or maybe your joy will come from daily walks, quiet conversations, and peaceful reflection. There is no right or wrong path. There is only your path. Reinvention is deeply personal. It evolves as you do. Some days will feel vibrant and hopeful. Others may feel heavy and uncertain. Both are part of the journey. What matters is that you keep moving forward, even when the steps are small. Patience is essential. Transformation does not happen overnight. Growth unfolds gradually. Be gentle with yourself. Celebrate small victories. Each effort, no matter how modest, is progress. Life after retirement can become a beautiful tapestry, woven with connection, purpose, creativity, and peace. It can become a season of deep fulfillment, emotional richness, and spiritual growth. It can become the chapter where you finally live for yourself, guided by wisdom rather than pressure. You have already proven your strength. By surviving everything life has thrown your way, you have adapted, endured, and persevered. Reinvention is simply the next expression of that resilience. As you move forward, remember that every day you wake up is a gift. Each breath is an invitation. Each moment holds possibility. The world still needs your kindness, your wisdom, your compassion, and your presence. This journey is not about becoming younger. It is about becoming more alive. As you stand at this stage of life, know that every breath you take is a reminder that your journey is still unfolding. Your story is not something to close, but something to continue writing with intention, courage, and hope. Each sunrise invites you to begin again. Each evening offers a moment to reflect, to appreciate, and to grow wiser. There is profound beauty in choosing to live fully, no matter your age. Society may attempt to place limits on what seniors can dream, achieve, or become, but the human spirit does not follow such rules. The heart continues to hope. The mind continues to imagine. The soul continues to seek meaning. These forces do not weaken with age. They deepen. You are not defined by the number of years behind you, but by the purpose that lies ahead. Every season of life carries its own gifts, and this season holds wisdom, freedom, clarity, and peace. It holds the opportunity to live in alignment with what truly matters. It holds the chance to focus on love, connection, and fulfillment rather than obligation and pressure. Perhaps you have moments when doubt creeps in, moments when you wonder if it is too late to change, to dream, to start something new. In those moments, remember how far you have already come. Remember the challenges you overcame. Remember the strength that carried you through hardship. That same strength still lives within you. Every challenge you survived shaped your resilience. Every heartbreak taught you compassion. Every failure taught you wisdom. Every joy taught you gratitude. These lessons form the foundation of your reinvention. They prepare you not for retreat, but for renewal. Let go of the fear that whispers you should slow down, shrink back, or disappear. You were not created to fade quietly into the background. You were created to live, to love, to contribute, and to inspire. Your presence matters. Your voice matters. Your story matters. There are people who will be touched by your kindness, strengthened by your guidance, and uplifted by your example. Some of them you may never even meet. The ripple effect of a single act of compassion can travel farther than you will ever know. The smallest gestures often create the greatest impact. A listening ear, a kind word, a warm smile, a shared story. These moments weave connection into the fabric of everyday life. They remind others that goodness still exists. And they remind you that your heart is still capable of bringing light into the world. There is also great peace in learning to accept yourself fully, to honor your body for carrying you through decades of life, to honor your mind for learning, adapting, and persevering, to honor your spirit for remaining open despite loss and disappointment. Self-acceptance brings freedom. It releases you from unrealistic expectations and allows you to live gently, joyfully, and authentically. The beauty of reinvention lies in its simplicity. You do not need to accomplish extraordinary feats to live an extraordinary life. You only need to live with intention, to choose gratitude over regret, to choose curiosity over fear, to choose connection over isolation, to choose hope over despair. Every day presents countless small opportunities for joy. A morning breeze, a favorite song, a good book, a heartfelt conversation, a moment of laughter. When you learn to notice these gifts, life becomes richer, deeper, and more meaningful. Reinvention is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming more deeply yourself. It is about reconnecting with the dreams, values, and passions that shaped you long before responsibilities and routines took over. It is about giving yourself permission to live freely, guided by wisdom rather than expectation. As you move forward, trust your instincts. Follow what brings you peace. Listen to what stirs your heart. Be brave enough to try. Be patient enough to grow. Be kind enough to forgive. And be hopeful enough to believe that tomorrow holds something beautiful. Your journey continues not because you must, but because you can. Because life still offers wonder. Because your present still holds purpose. Because your heart still holds love. The world needs elders who walk with grace, wisdom, and compassion. It needs storytellers who preserve memory. It needs mentors who guide youth. It needs gentle souls who remind others of patience, empathy, and resilience. In a fast-moving world, your steady presence becomes an anchor. You are that anchor. You are a living testament to perseverance, to courage, to hope, and your example gives others permission to believe in their own potential, no matter their age. As this chapter unfolds, allow yourself to step into it fully. Embrace the unknown with curiosity. Welcome each day with gratitude. Carry forward the lessons of your past while remaining open to the possibilities of the future. Your life still holds extraordinary meaning. Your days still hold purpose. Your heart still holds endless capacity for love. And your story still holds chapters waiting to be written. From retirement to reinvention, this is your time, not to fade, but to flourish, not to retreat, but to rise, not to look back in regret, but to move forward in hope. The best of you is not behind you, it is within you, and it is waiting to shine.